Welcome back here. Match number 5 in the evening session. Lovely little game there before with Wang Munyu against Feng Chai-wei. Now we have a little bit of a different style here. Mattias Carlsson taking on Germany's Timo Boll. Carlsson's style with the forehand rubber, the pimple rubber of course. Let's see how Timo deals with that. Mattias Carlsson, 26-year-old, ranked 23 in the world, highest ranking as to date. Will be looking to cement his authority over Timo. Hard match though for him.
Timo, current ranking of 8, being as high as 1, and he's really gonna look to force the issue here, look to get in with spins. And it's interesting because a lot of players don't have the answers against the young lad.
Change of referee there. Tarek Khalili taking over from Winnie Che.
So here we go. It's match 5, and it's Timo Boll that's going to get us underway with 2 of his serves. So many players struggle against this really tough Swede. And that short pimple on his forehand, strong backhand as well. So this is going to be interesting.
1-2.
Oh, a little bit of confusion here on the referee scoreboard.
3-0. Love 3.
Timo taking the ball so early. Mattias Carlsson choosing to step away from the table, injecting a little bit of power there in his backhand. Trademark backhand shot across the court for him.
I'm sure here, if Mattias is wanting to have an opportunity to win this match, he's going to have to shorten the points. He's going to have to go for some big shots. As rallies progress, you would feel that Timo Boll is a little bit more stable.
Absolutely, Gavin. He just seems more relaxed too at the minute. I've never seen a more relaxed player sitting on the bench with his team, having a little laugh and joke. Of course, all in the T2 spirit, of course.
Normally you would see Timo playing short, but that's 4 or 5 receives. I've seen him go long so far.
You can definitely see how loose Timo is. He had a little holiday before this with his family. I think it's done him the world of good. Looking quickly to the ball boy. Give me that ball. I want to keep playing. Definitely an interesting tactic for Team Maze. Pretty sure Michael Maze has told his team, let's wrap up the games, let's keep playing, let's get as many points as possible.
Interesting as well
3-8
for the people here that have been invited into the cavern. Invitation only for everyone that you see in here.
Our crowd here get to see all the behind the scenes action, get a little tour before they start. Lovely for them that the T2 really does break the barrier between player and fan. All the players of course happy enough to stop and take photographs with the audience. There we have them. Look at the audience acknowledging the camera. Just brilliant to see.
Another trademark early Timo Boll forehand. How many thousands of those have we seen over his really successful career?
6-9.
You can see the ball from Timo just a
9-7.
meter over the net. Really doesn't matter how high he does play that forehand ball. The amount of spin he produces, no one's going to hit a clean winner off that anyway.
10-7.
So with less than 20 minutes to go in this 24-minute match, it's Boll that has 3 game points. And there it is. The German, Timo Boll, winning this first set comfortably, opening that first 3 or 4 point lead and just carefully maintaining that.
I don't know about you, Gavin, but I'm a little bit surprised of Team Person's response. Very flat at the minute, don't you think?
It must be difficult for them to lift themselves from a 7-14 deficit.
Players,
Oh, the umpire reminding the players they only get 30 seconds between games.
team person to serve.
Very important to come back on time so they can start on the 30th second. No more than that. That's a rough start for Mattias. No one wants to dump a serve into the net, especially when you're already trailing 1-0.
1-all.
He is having a little bit of a stroll around, stretching his back. He's been walking miles today on that bench.
2-1.
A little bit of confusion again from the umpire.
Yeah, it says on the scoreboard 2-1, but we know that in fact
Stop.
Timo Boll has won all 3 points so far.
They've stopped the time there as well to fix it, so no time has been lost, thankfully.
1.
That ball injected with power, soared right up into the VIP section. One of the VIP people here had to get off their seat, their comfy little seat, to retrieve that ball.
3-2.
It's good stuff from Timo. Always looks to dictate the play. When you're doing that, you're always moving to the correct areas of the table. That's so important. The game is so fast these days.
We can see Timo stepping up for a service. And is 67% here, 1 on his service
5-2.
against Mattias Carlsson's 50%. And as we said, getting into the 60s in your own service is key. There's another ball soaring into the VIP section. They're doing a lot of work here today.
Having to get off your seat twice in a day. Wow!
3-6.
That's just again the trademark Boll forehand. Doesn't matter if he knows that you know where he's putting that ball. It's just the quality of the shot.
7-4.
Mattias Carlsson getting himself pumped up here. It's important to try and stay positive for himself and for his team.
4-8.
Two of the standout players. And then we have to go back a long way for players being in the top 30 in the world. Maybe back to guys like Jens Lundqvist. And further back to guys like Freddie Håkansson. And then to the legends of the game, obviously, Jan-Ove Waldner and the great lad that's in here today, Jorgen Persson.
He really is a huge character here, Jorgen Persson, strolling around the T2 cavern here, watching his team practice just before they got underway.
6-10.
So it's 4 game points for the German. Again, just got a good start to the set so he could relax. And there it is again. That's a comfortable 2 sets to love lead for Timo. And here comes the ball boy.
The crowd fully appreciating Timo here. He's loved by many. Some call him the Federer of table tennis. Class act, Timo Boll.
He's done so much for the sport in Europe. Not many of the top European players reach world number 1, the pinnacle of the game. And it's his attitude as well. Such a nice guy. Nice guy in screen as well. Jorgen speaking to his Swedish player. Mattias is going to have to lift the attitude, lift the intensity now, and I think he's looking back over to his bench to say, come on, lift me.
Mattias Carlsson lifting the other players on the bench, cheering on, off on his feet. We would like to see the bench do that for him though.
Another fast start from the German.
Lovely little reverse serve there, purposely going half long. He wants Mattias to come in and lift that ball up, to then play a lovely little counter loop. All credit to Mattias there, getting back into that point off the net. Not easy at all. But of course, as the point extends over a couple of rallies, the German is favourite.
Love 3.
Another let serve.
3.
Timo just misreading that serve a little bit more on it than he anticipated.
Better little spin up. We've not seen much from the Carlsson racket where he's spun that backhand down the line. This could be a little tactic that he's found.
Oh, what a backhand that was. We've seen him do that in round 1. Is this him getting a little bit more relaxed? Opening up the body. Here we see it again. Look at the angle on that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done. A little bit more confusion on the umpire's table. Jorgen Persson straight in there. Timo being a little bit more vocal than usual. It's great to see though.
It's tough for Timo Boll to get over that and play a backhand look. So many players, when Carlsson starts to hit with that flat, short pimple, that they start to block the ball. It just shows you how early Timo sees that. Look at that, another high octane, fuel packed. Look at that.
That was massive from Mattias there. Timo was in control at that point. And we can see that's what it meant to win the next point. A cheap little point. Timo fist pumping that.
with another serve to come. Here we go, Mr. Carlsson. And that's better. 2 points on the bounce. Feeling a lot better about himself now. We've not got that much time left. Just over 10 minutes of this 24-minute match. Another point for Mattias Carlsson. Starting to get a bit of focus there.
A little bit more positive from Mattias the last couple of points. If the team isn't going to lift him, he's going to have to do it himself.
See how different that is. Half long ball. Mattias spins that up with a short pimple. It's not really got much spin on it.
This will be interesting now. Timo has 2 serves coming up, trailing 9-7. Let's see if Mattias can hold his nerve and clinch this set.
Look how high that ball is. Mattias right into the opposing bench. It was wonderful how much he moved left and right to try and get this ball back.
Timo did really well there. Those aren't easy to put away, as a lot of you local league players at home will know.
Look at the way he tried to stride back for this one. Oh, that could have been ugly. Could have landed right into Chen Qianan there. So it's a 1 minute timeout. And these are always crucial times in any table tennis match.
Då går han in med backhand, lite läskig när han får win med den, va? Eller får han slå snabb mot backhand, eller långt, och så längre 2.
This will be interesting here. Mattias Carlsson making 16 unforced errors, but against Timo Boll, not many of those will be unforced errors, as we do know.
The error count says 7 to Timo, but a lot of those will have been slightly forced. Very difficult for the stats to be absolutely perfect. So here we go.
Lovely little change of service from Timo. In fairness to Mattias, he read it well, opening up with the flick. But of course, that's a set play for Timo. He knew the serve was a little bit of side spin on it. He expected the flick, and boy did he do well to win that point.
How fast was he to pivot round the corner there? Again, Timo, he just lures you into playing half long. Come on, attack me, and then I'll attack you back.
The flexibility in Timo there, admired by many.
Well played, Carlsson, though. Really flicking through the ball there, generating pace. And now we're at sudden death. Remember at deuce, there is no deuce. So it's 10-all, it's sudden death, it's 1 point.
Again, set play from Timo. He expected the flick. Just the ball dipping a little bit in the bounce. We'll see this again. That's definitely from the pimple rubber. Killing the spin a little bit. Just bouncing a little bit low. Timo expected that flick though. Unhappy with that one.
Players.
Mattias Carlsson, the big Swede, really, really well to get back into that. Steal it on the sudden death point. Amazing now that he has a little bit of momentum that can carry him through into this fourth set.
Doing a little run around, getting himself pumped up, lifting himself. This is very a positive attitude from Mattias.
Long one.
Amazing how many of the top players get good starts. They just know the importance of the first 3 or 4 points in a set.
Oh, what a backhand cross court from Mattias. Trademark style, of course. Just look, putting himself up and then absolutely rips the ball across court. Timo, very vocal there. I think this is as loud as I've heard him. Magic stuff in the T2 cavern.
Side and chop. Well, I didn't read that in the commentary box. I would have dumped that in the net too. Well, nicely poised here. Just over 5 minutes to go. Another intriguing match, and we'll have a final match, a women's match, to conclude today's play.
Timo pointing to his towel there, wants a few seconds to compose himself. Just rushed that last point a little. Clever from Mattias there, choosing not to go for the forehand flick. He knows Timo is expecting it. Changing up the game. Clever from the Swede.
Timo a little bit slow to turn in the middle, but that's credit to Mattias Carlsson.
Well, he may have been slow in the last point, but not so slow there is the German. Oh, Michael Mears showing a little bit of humour there on the bench, always nice to see.
Set the way he's able to contort his body, get the ball out from those horrible positions. He's done that his whole career. We could head to a kill zone game. That would be intriguing. And it doesn't matter how strong your backhand is, when someone's forehand is going into someone's backhand, over the course of a game, you're going to be winning more than 50%.
You tell Paul Drinkle that stat.
5-7.
So here we go again. The players just taking a quick 15 seconds to towel down, and they race back to the table to serve. It's so fast around here. You blink and 5 points have went by.
Left. 5-7. 5-8.
Look at the focus on Timo's face there. So impressive. 36 years old and still play at this level. Climbing up the ranks, he now sits at 6th in the world after his impressive display getting to the final of the China Open. Had 4 match points though against fellow teammate Dmitry Ovtcharov. That's got to be a sore one.
10-5.
Look how quickly he's raced to 5 game points. Here we go. That's strong again. And we're going to be entering, would you believe it, a kill zone game.
Up next, kill zone game.
Timo will be delighted with that because he can race ahead even further, trying to get another point individually and for the team.
Lovely shot of our T2 cavern there. As you can see, the VIP section, all looking very comfortable indeed in those little seats.
No change. No change.
Och sen att du är med förstås, men allt lite lugnare.
Players.
Drar du upp den också raka backhand, eller dra till den då va? Om du vill.
Still important. Mattias can come back out here, try and steal another set. Remember, it's not just about
First to 5.
the second session, it's about the 6
Love all.
matches that they're going to have throughout the course of this year, right through till December in the grand finals.
Love
Timo unhappy with that one. Mattias playing cleverly into the body.
So it's first to 5 points here in the kill zone. Who's up for it? Here we go.
Let. Love 1.
Oh, that's a great mix-up from Timo there. Going for the long serve, catching Mattias out. He's chosen not to use it that often until the kill zone. Clever tactic. Timo did well there to keep that serve in play originally. That serve was sizzled from our seat and it kicked off the Timo Boll racket.
Look at the way that that ball kicked right round. He was able to rip round the right hand side of the ball and then predict that the ball was coming back to exactly the same position. Ball clipping the edge, didn't it?
Again, like we said before, luck favouring the brave in the T2 cavern.
Let. 3-2.
It's a little bit of a nervy serve there. Got away with that. He's got another attempt.
Shabayev on his feet. Definitely one of the more animated players we have here. Great to see.
So here we go. Crowd are getting a little bit vocal as well. And it's Timo with 3 game points.
5-2.
I'm still surprised to see Team. Still a class act though. Modest in victory. You'll be disappointed there, but you can't be too disappointed. Timo played a great game there.
Look at that confirmation. 5-4 win in the kill zone, but you'd won it before then, and that's just an extra point for the team. 62% for the service 1 points, and that is extremely high. Timo will be pleased if he was to look back some of those stats. We'll see 1 or 2 of our important match highlights now. Sit back and watch these 2 guys in action. Wonderful view there of the Carlsson serve and the way he cuts round the side of the ball. There's another impressive performance from the veteran Timo Boll, and he came through in a comfortable 4-1.